much for joining us this evening. Before we get started with tonight's concert, we would like to thank the City of Hope, Orange County, and Yamaha for sponsoring our summer music program. Please give a round of applause to our sponsors. We're paying respect to one of the most influential singer-songwriters to emerge from the 1960s folk music circuit, Joni Mitchell. Tonight, we have a versatile performing artist who built an exciting career as a main stage performer, recording artist, and sought-after keyboardist. She is here to perform her Joni Mitchell project. Please welcome Kiki Ebsen.
That was Schreuders on the guitar. You're going to get to hear a lot of these guys. You guys like Joni Mitchell? Whew. Good. Because it would be a long 90 minutes. We're going to continue on with Free Man in Paris. Ready? We're gonna do like a bunch of different eras of Joni Mitchell. So whenever you became a fan, hopefully we'll kind of plug into where you started listening to her music. This is an early one called Conversation. I comfort him sometimes. Comfort and consultation. He knows that's what he'll find. I bring him apples and cheeses. He brings me songs to play.
I can't think of a better place to play Joni Mitchell music than in the middle of an arts festival, right? It's just perfect. And I think this is close to our 10th year of coming down here and playing her music. So I do appreciate the opportunity. Thank you. And for all you people coming out to support it, and for Sid for the great sound for so many years, and for Macy, who's doing a great job running this rodeo. This is a lot, right? So you have a gem in your community. So I don't know, how many here are California natives? Oh, look at it. All right. We all came to Newport. I was raised in Newport Beach, so Laguna. That is, I think there's a lot of natives here. I'm going to do, even though Joni is not a native of California, she wrote an absolutely beautiful song about California. I'm going to do it right now.
Some of us had still a lot of songs to say, but I wouldn't want to stay here. It's too old and cold, settled in its ways. But California, California, I'm coming home. Gonna see the folks I dig. I'll even kiss the sunset big. California, I'm coming home. They took my camera to sell. Oh, the road, the red, red road. Favorite omelet stands stew, and I would have stayed on with them, but my heart belonged to you. California, California, I'm coming home. Make me feel good like a rock and roll band. I'm your biggest fan. California, I'm coming home. Strangers, all the words of heart you read just gives you the blues, just gives you the blues. So we bought me a ticket for the plane to Spain, went to a party down the Redford Road. There were a lot of pretty people there. Reading Rolling Stone, reading Vogue. Said, how long can you hang around? Said 1 week, maybe 2. At least until my skin turns brown. Then I'm coming home to you. California, California, I'm coming home. Will you take me as I am? Strung out on another man. California, I'm coming home. Oh, it gets so lonely when you're walking the streets are filled with strangers.
So not only am I native of California, but I grew up here in Southern California. I'm a rocker from the 70s. Anyone else out there? Can you relate? Rock and roll. Black Sabbath. Oh, Ozzy. Led Zeppelin. Kiss. Aerosmith. Black Oak, Arkansas. So I went to all those venues, like the Forum, Long Beach Arena, Swing Auditorium, down in San Bernardino, Santa Monica Civic, to see all these bands. And, I was always in kind of a cheaper seat, like not necessarily the floor, like the next level up, but every time Robert Plant looked over in my direction, I was like, you're looking at me. I know you are, right? Because they seem like you're the focus of their attention. So I know Joni Mitchell wrote this song about just loving the musicians, and I got into music, honestly. I got into playing with bands because I wanted to meet guys. Straight up truth right there. I did. I just wanted to meet the guys. They're so cute. And they still are. Very cute. So this song, Blonde in the Bleachers, is really like my, it's just the story of me and music and being so infatuated with it, the romantic part of it. It's so seductive, music in general, especially when cute guys play music. Okay, enough about that. Blonde in the bleachers, she flips in hair for you. Above loudspeakers, you start to fall. She follows you home as you miss living alone. You can still hear sweet mysteries calling. The bands in the roadies, loving them and leaving them. It's pleasure to try them, it's trouble to keep them. 'Cause it seems like you've gotta give up such a piece of your soul when you give up the chase. Feeling it hot and cold, you're in rock and roll, it's the nature of the race. It's the unknown child, so sweet and wild, it's you, it's too good to waste. Count
on the guitar, Rod Harbour on the drums,
And then turn the
the
other
awesome
one.
Dave Marrota on the bass.
Turn the other, turn it up, turn it back, and turn the other one back down. Yeah, there you go. So in case
All right.
she switches,
So,
it's not muted.
I love sort of reading about Joni Mitchell, and I have a lot of her, books that people have just kind of gone into her history and how she became an artist. And she's such an interesting person. She had a lot of support in, I think, when she was in junior high, perhaps elementary, maybe around 12 years old, over 13. She was really exploring. She was a painter, and then exploring her writing, and was copying some of the great artists, as we do early on when we're trying to kind of find our own voice. And she had an English teacher that told her to, that saw her talent, said, "Joni, you need to write in your own blood." And of course, figuratively, not literally, but nothing to me describes her the way she bears it all in, like she does in this next song called "Case of You." Just before love comes lost, you said, I am as constant as a northern star, constantly in the dark, where is bad? If you want me, I'll be in the bar. On the back of a cartoon poster, in a blue TV screen light, to a map of Canada, oh Canada. Your face sketched on it twice. You're my blood, you're like holy wine. Your tears so bitter and so sweet. I could drink a case of you, sweet darling, and I would still be on my feet. I would still be on my feet. I am a lonely painter. I live in a box of paints, frightened by the devil, and I'm drawn to those who ain't afraid. I remember the time that you told me love is touching souls. Sure, you've touched mine, because part of me pours out of you on these lines from time to time.
goodness. By the way, I brought a CD that I have a few CDs, but one in particular is all Joni Mitchell music. It's piano vocal. And I have it over here, and it's complimentary. So, before you leave, if you want a little, if you have a CD player, that is, and even if you don't, it makes a beautiful piece of wall art. Anyway, it's on the table. I'd love for you to take one home as a gift from me to you. All right, we're going to go into the 80s with a song off a record Joni did called, the record is called Wild Things Run Fast. And the song is called Dream Flat Tires. Joni wrote, what I understand, that she had turned in her record, and the company said they didn't hear a hit. Ooh, it's the worst thing you could tell an artist. I don't hear a hit. So they make her go back and write another song. And she sort of jokingly writes a song, sort of a dig to the DJs on the radio. And it turns out to be a hit. Go figure. I guess the record companies kind of do know what they're talking about. It was a big hit for her.
Sometimes voices people have to be real careful not to cut off the air, and that's the height. What's going on?
How you guys doing? Good. mind? So one time when I was here doing the festival, there was a gentleman who may have had a little bit of wine. I'm just saying. Like right at the beginning of the set, he started saying, "Play that parking lot song." And I'm like, okay, because we had it like at the end of the set. And so every third song, play that parking, except it got more slurred as it went along. Parking lot song. And finally I couldn't stand it. I just said, okay, we're gonna play it. By the way, it's called Big Yellow Taxi. Just in case. And there's a background part, so you all know it. And a harmony. You all know where it is. We don't have to practice this. I believe we have a very, very talented group of people here. So, and you can sing wherever you want, really. 1, 2, 1. You ready? Fred. You ready? Never mind. We'll wait. Big yellow taxi. No. No, I just said, are you ready? Annie rocked it. So here's a song, a jazz cover actually, off the Chord Spark record that we like to do. Because it's fun, and Joni is an awesome jazz singer. So here we go. Yeah.
was all wrong, and I knew that he thought I was crazy, but I'm not. Oh no. I had a little story that I was right out of my head. He said I need treatment, but I'm not that easily led. He said I was the type that was most inclined when out of his sight to be out of my mind, and he thought I was not. No woman so handsome, but so no. He said as a child I appeared a little bit wild with all my crazy ideas, but I knew what was happening. I knew I was a genius. What's so strange when you knew that you were a wizard at 3? I knew that this was meant to be. Well, they say little children are supposed to sleep tight. That's why I got into the fight of the night. My parents got frantic, didn't know what to do. But I saw some crazy scenes before I came through. Now do you think I was crazy? I may have been only too bad. Was swinging, they looked at Abraham Bell, they looked at Edison, and even at Einstein. So why should I feel sorry if they just couldn't understand the reasoning and the logic that went on in my head? I had a dream, I was a saint, so just go and laugh at me, cause I refused to ride on those double-decker buses because there was no driver on the top. What? No driver on the top? That woman is absolutely crazy. But it's you instead, because I've got a thing that's unique and new. To prove it, I'll have the last laugh on you, cause instead of one head, I've got two, and you know 2 heads are better than one. That was Fred. On the guitar. This is his first time joining us at the Festival of Arts. I think he's doing a fantastic job. And you'll be here again with Brian Simpson, right? When is that? August 9th, yeah. And I think Dave Marrota will be here Tuesday night with the amazing Carl Verheyen. He's an amazing guitar player, singer, songwriter, famous, very cool guy. So you have a lot of great music coming along, coming your way. So now we shall move into what we lovingly call as the home stretch, which is just songs that seamlessly weave, intertwine into each other. This next one I love so much because it is a song Joni sang in her early years, as a 20-something, and she wrote it. It's called Both Sides Now. And then she sang it again later, like probably in her late 60s or 70s, and to hear it with a very different sounding voice, you know, and sang it with the orchestra, and just the lyrics were the same, but the intention and the emotion were so interesting, you know, a woman who's just beginning life, and then a woman sort of, you know, having gone through so much. So I just think it's a very rich, poignant song. And I hope you enjoy our version.
I've looked at clouds that way, but now they only block the sun. They're raining snow on everyone. So many things I would have done, but clouds got in my way. I've looked at clouds from both sides now, from up and down, and still somehow it's clouds, illusions I recall. I really don't know clouds at all. Moons and Junes and Ferris wheels, the dizzy, dancey way that you feel as every fairy tale comes real. I've looked at love that way, and now it's just another show. You leave the laughing when you're gone. If you care, don't let them know. Don't give yourself away. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow it's love's illusions I recall. I really don't know love at all. Tears and fears and feeling proud to say I love you right out loud. Dreams and schemes and circus crowds. I've looked at life that way, and now old friends are acting strange. They shake theirs, they say that I've changed, but something's lost and something's gained in living every day. I've looked at life from both sides now, from win and lose, and still somehow it's life's illusions I recall. I really don't know life at all. At Thank you. Oh, that song just kills me. So beautiful. All right, again, I want to thank you so much again for all coming out to hear Joni. Who's going to the pageant tonight? All right. It's supposed to be really good this year. I mean, it's good every year, but my friends went and saw it and said it was great. So, right. How many times have you been here this summer already? 10? I was going to say 10. 6? I would. I'd come every day if I could, for sure. Definitely. right, we're gonna do a song called "In France." They kiss on Main Street.
That's how makes it.
Thank you. Let's try Schreuders on the guitar. So we're gonna do one of Joni's classic, iconic tunes. You know, she wrote this great song about this concert called Woodstock, right? Yeah. But she wasn't at Woodstock. Did you know that? She never, well, by now it's sort of common knowledge that she had to do the Dick Cavett show the next day, and her management didn't want her to get stuck at Woodstock. Probably a good choice, but she was probably watching all of her friends play, Crosby, Stills and Nash, and
says he's sitting in her hotel room and she writes like the perfect song about Woodstock, and she channeled it. And it's just, you know, stands the test of time, of course.
right, Schreuders again. Rod Harbour on the drums, Dave Marrota, and I'm Kiki Ebsen. Again, thank you so much. I love playing this Joni's set. It's so much fun. And take a CD home with you. Come on. So, here's a song, and I'm going to dedicate it to the lovely man who's on the gate out here, who listens every night, every time I play here, and he came. He greeted me today singing "Raised on Robbery." I thought that was so cute. Well, I thought it was cute. So this is for you, man that I don't know your name, but you're out there listening. You're sitting in the lounge of the Empire Hotel. I was drinking for the first and he was thinking for himself. Little money riding on the maple leaves. Along comes a lady in lacy sleeves. Let me sit down and don't drink it alone. It's a shame, it's a shame, it's a crying shame. Look at the sugars, look at that damn hockey game. Hey honey, you got lots of cash. Buy us a bottle, we'll have some laughs. Sort of drinking on the raised on robbery. Well, I'm pretty good cook. I'm sitting on my groceries. Come over there, I'll show you my best recipe. And I try, but I can't see the cinch. I'm up after midnight booking Connor and my rent. I tried for a reason, I was raised on robbery. Well, I had a little money, but they were putting through a four-lane highway. Government gave us $3,000, you should have seen it fly away. First they bought a 57 Mustang, put it in the ditch. Drank all the rest, that son of a bitch. First year to ski, I was raised on robbery. Well, you ain't round the car, I like the way you hold your drink. Come home a little late, asking for the full-length mate. Well, how you going? Don't leave yet. Your last name is the and we just met. Don't you please, and I was raised on robbery. So would you like to hear our encore? Because otherwise we'd have to get up. We could just get up and leave the stage if you like, and then you clap really loud. Yeah, we could, maybe. Just for me. You guys are too kind, really? I would never really do that. It's just I have a little extra time. So much to say. All right, we're going to do another gorgeous ballad of Joni's, another classic. That you'll recognize. If I can remember the lyrics. No, You know, I bet Joni makes mistakes. I bet she can't remember all of her lyrics all the time. No, I remember this one. Yesterday, a child came out to wonder, got a butterfly inside a jar, fearful when the sky was filled with thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the faded ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't go back, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in a circle game. Then the boy moved 10 times round the season, skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Words like when you're older must have been easy, and the promises of someday make his dream. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the faded ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't go back, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in a circle game. 16 springs and 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to cartwheels through the town, and they tell him, take your time, it won't be long now, till you drag your heels to slow the circles down. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't go back, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round in a circle game. Well, the years go by, and now the boy is 20. Though his dreams have lost some grandeur coming true, there'll be new dreams, maybe better dreams, and plenty, before the last revolving year is through. And the seasons, they go round and around, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time.
Thank you very much, Fred Schreuders, Dave Marrota, Rod Harbour, and Kiki Ebsen.